And that's why women pee out of their vaginas.
We are not debating this on television.
No.
Why not? Golden showers are fun.
This is our first time being on live television. Why are you...
Okay, guys. Okay, we're going to be on in 5. I've got a list of your debate topics.
Okay.
Okay, so one is pizza sandwich.
No, that person's gone. They're not debating it.
They're dead.
No one's there to argue this?
Yeah,
Okay,
they died.
They didn't show up.
Can a president do an executive right over a constitute whatever this is?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. And is it true that we're talking about Aquanet is a better hair product?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. And are we talking about Green Lantern is the best movie ever?
No, they didn't show up either. I'm sorry.
Okay, but we are arguing nobody puts baby in a corner.
Yes, we are definitely arguing that one.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Debater.
Hey, we're gonna do the intro. Welcome to the free rotation and stuff, or no?
Yeah.
Moreland, hurry the fuck up.
It's going.
I was waiting for a cue. Bobby started talking and hi everybody, welcome to the Free Rotation Podcast. We got a great episode for you today. We thought of it about 10 minutes ago.
No, we thought of it yesterday when we purchased the game.
Same thing 10 minutes ago. But I've got my usual suspects here to be with me today. Bobby. Okay, that's all it is. Becky.
And Bobby's hair is on fleek tonight, y'all.
I'm gonna rub my
It's
hair.
holding up his headphones.
It's holding up my soul. I'm dead on the inside.
We also got Becky,
Hello, everybody.
who doesn't have the best hair on the podcast anymore.
And I don't.
What?
Listen, the song is Becky with the good hair. It's not Becky with the best hair.
She never had the best hair.
Oh, sweet.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. So it's good hair.
Okay.
It's just above average.
All right.
Our producer Angie,
Hey, hello. My hair's ratchet because I haven't showered today. You're all welcome.
and I mean it's a good thing they can't see it or smell it. So it's all
I
good.
can't smell.
I think it looks fine.
It smells like cheese.
It
Uh,
looks-
It smells like-
Becky,
and me-
your opinion's warped. She's your late. She loves you.
I mean, that's
Exactly.
fine, but I like cheese too, so it's
See?
fine.
See, if you couldn't tell, this is what we're going to do today. We're going to debate. Debate. Not the.
It's
not,
a round table master debate.
Yes.
We're not gonna make the one-eyed snake cry.
Well, I mean,
we
could
might.
try. I don't know. Hey, Angie,
Wait,
why don't
hold
you
on.
explain to us what we're doing?
Yeah, Angie.
The game is called the Greater Debate, and what it is it consists of a set of cards of voting and the Great Debate cards. So every person gets an A or B, in which they will vote upon the debate at the end that they agreed with more. It's not about your personal perceptions; it's who would have persuaded you.
Who is a
Who
better?
made the better
Who
debate?
is a master debater?
So some of these are pretty, you're going to have your very set opinions, but did the person sway you a bit?
Yeah.
Also, for all the masturbation jokes, take a shot. That's two. So that's going to be.
They're
two
gonna
so far.
fucking die.
You're
well,
probably not wrong.
I'm currently masturbating, so that's like a whole bottle, right?
I was wondering what that
Where?
was.
How?
Yeah.
Because your hands are holding cards.
She got those
I've got
self-vibrating
feet.
panties.
Yeah, and I've got toes.
Okay.
You
no.
bought them for her. You should
Jesus,
know.
Here we
Jesus,
go.
Becky.
Okay.
So we're gonna start by giving Becky a card,
Ooh, it's me first. Okay.
and then whoever responds to at the top of each card says who they're gonna debate against.
So I'm debating against that person, or they're
Yeah.
picking who they.
You are
Just-
debating against that person.
Okay. Most recently traveled out of the country.
I went on a cruise like a year ago.
That's Bobby.
That's
Yeah,
Bubby.
I was about
Okay.
to say, yeah.
Okay.
I've
So-
been
And then
to
you
Mexico
you
when I
can
was like
pick
15.
which side you would like to argue.
Okay.
So-
The question is it better to be a pragmatist or an optimist? And I'm going to take pragmatist.
Fuck.
So
I'm the most jaded person ever.
Even better.
Fuck.
go ahead, Becky, with your argument.
I feel that you can be both a pragmatist and an optimist, but a pragmatist actually makes a lot more sense because you're practical about the decisions you make. So you're not always basing it on the fact that something hypothetically good will come out of it. A pragmatist looks at a situation and says, this is the most practical way to handle something, and I'm going to handle it this way, using logic instead of thinking that it'll work out in the in the long run. A lot of times with optimists, that's what they do.
Wrong.
Go ahead,
I'm
Bobby.
going to Trump.
But go ahead. with
Let's
your-
hear your keynote.
Optimism's the best. You do like a shit ton of drugs and feel great all the time.
That's optimism.
Hell yeah, I get totally optimistic when I do a bunch of cocaine in the morning. It's phenomenal. Anyway, but no, pragmatists suck
Why?
because they just do.
I
I'm
mean,
there
I
watching.
agree with that.
Yeah,
There was no argument to
I
that.
don't-
What are you
no,
talking about?
I'm being a politician right now. I'm just avoiding the fucking topic and saying what I want instead.
So I'm gonna be like most American voters.
Hey,
Let's go with entertainment.
I'm going with B. I'm going with the B for Bobby.
get fucked.
I can't believe he politicianed his way into an out.
Guess what? It's just keeping me all night long if I don't think about the topic.
You also have to remember who is the person most recently to have seen a movie.
We're watching a movie yesterday.
Okay, but it's like the theater or like watching a movie.
It just says seen a movie.
Probably y'all. I haven't watched a movie in the past couple of days.
Since I went last, you go against this question.
Okay, what
Great.
are we arguing, Moreland?
Is it better to recycle or just throw it away? I'm gonna go with argue just throw it away, and I'm gonna let Angie.
So which
Debate
one's,
recycling.
which one's A? Which one's B?
Recycling is A.
Gotcha.
Okay. I know that a lot of people just throw stuff away. It's easier. Things are packaged large. It's difficult to take the time to recycle. It really is. You have to pay for your recycling buckets. You have to pay to carry it off. However, in a few years, it would have saved an enormous amount of money and possibly even the human race. Not that I think we deserve to survive, but it would actually save Earth as well. Have you ever seen a turtle whose growth is stunted because he's gotten caught up in hands?
Now you're going to my feelings.
If you had recycled that plastic appropriately, cut it, even if you just snipped it before throwing away, that's a form of recycling. Look at the water bottle you're drinking. It's made out of recycled plastic. If we just recycle and reuse, we can save the world, the earth,
Is that it? Is that it? You done?
my hopes and dreams.
No one can recycle those.
No, they never even existed.
All right, so my debate for just throw it away is literally just throw it away, man. Somebody will do something with it. You'll have those people that like to recycle probably go through your trash and recycle it for you because
Vegans.
those people are weird. Also, it's easier. I mean, just fuck it, just throw it away. It's so much easier. Like my opponent agreed with.
I thought you were going to say, like, my opponent is easy. I'm like, hold on, that's a whole other argument. And I can't refute it.
like my opponent said to begin with, it is easier to just throw it away.
But doing the right thing is
how many
easy.
of us in this room are in fact lazy and would just throw it away?
All of us.
Exactly. And that's my point.
Angie got me with turtle growth.
I'm on his side.
Oh, we got a split decision.
I don't know who. There's no tiebreaker, so I guess we got a split decision.
We guys
Hey,
make decisions.
Kitty
Well-
cat, come here and pick a card.
Hold on. No. Listeners, go to our Facebook page and leave us a
Yeah.
after we post this, leave us a like. Tell us who you thought won the argument of recycle or just throw it away.
Yeah, who has the better argument? The person who's saying save the turtles or the guy saying let the turtles die? There you go. I got you.
I wasn't saying let the turtles die.
That's
what you said.
But
I did
Angie,
not- those words never came out of my mouth.
but Angie, if you don't recycle, then it kills all the frogs too.
Yeah, but I don't want anything to die because I was lazy. Frogs have their place.
Okay.
And if you recycle, you would stop the mounds of
No,
mosquitoes that grow.
our debate's over.
I know, but I'm just
our
thinking
debate's
of-
over. Our debate is over. Stop adding
Okay.
to it.
Okay.
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 The person.
You know what? Wait. But just remember, she is editing this episode, so it's not going to take her any time to pull her Yeti down. Be like, and by the way, guys, I just want to add this.
The person across from you.
Oh, that's
Okay.
me. God damn it. I'm going to lose just because it's Bobby.
Better power. See the future. Read minds. I pick read minds.
Oh,
Oh,
snap.
good, because I would have taken see the future.
You go ahead.
You know, you go first.
Oh.
It's your card.
Reading minds. If I read your mind, I can determine what you'd want me to say in the future. Potentially. This depends on the person.
Okay.
And the future, little things can change it. Little things, like in the Terminator movies, and in the 2016 presidential election, and where Jesus was born, and when Moreland fucked me in the ass for the first time.
Okay.
Magical things happened. But things changed too much for the future to be set. So you'd see like 15 different versions, like in Infinity War, when Doctor Strange saw like a million different ones, and only one time did they win. That's my argument.
Okay.
My argument for seeing the future is that, yes, the future does change, and it is, you would hypothetically think it's fluid. But if you see in the future that, hypothetically, Donald Trump wins, you could probably figure out that there's something in the timeline that you can change to make that stop. Or even let you see that you might get fired down the road. You can see...
I'd say let him grab you by the pussy, but that didn't work either.
No, yeah, that's nothing like a... Yeah. But my point would be that you can change the future outcomes to maybe be better than what they would be if they were just left the way they are now.
Okay, who was what?
I was read minds. She was through the future. So I'm B. She's A.
Okay. This is difficult because Bobby didn't really argue for himself. He argued against yours. So it's hard.
Yeah, I'm not really good at arguing. I just like to troll people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm going with Becky.
Cool.
I'm going with Becky.
Okay.
I'll just
I'm
jack
going,
off.
I'd honestly rather see the future than read minds too. Because, I mean, what if you can't turn that power off?
Yeah.
Then
Then we would see you fucking Bobby in the ass.
Exactly.
Mhm.
All right, Angie, what do you
Okay, who most recently ordered food?
I did.
got? How long ago?
Literally 3-4 hours ago.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're good.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Haha.
We have to argue the better condiment, ketchup or mustard.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh, God. You're going to give me ketchup, and I hate ketchup.
I'll argue ketchup, then you can argue mustard.
Okay, good, because I hate ketchup.
Okay, go ahead.
Ketchup is disgusting.
Mustard is the better condiment. Here's why. First off, mustard doesn't have any sugar. There's less chance of you getting diabetes if you eat mustard than you eat ketchup. Second, ketchup is fucking disgusting. You can't put ketchup on everything. You can put mustard on everything, and it would taste delicious. And there's different kinds of mustards. You can have honey mustard, spicy brown mustard, regular mustard. You know what happened when they changed ketchup from red to green? There was literally a riot. You can't change ketchup. Mustard is ever flowing.
See, what my opponent is arguing here is processed ketchups. If you have ketchup in its true form, which is just tomatoes and vinegar, and a little bit of sugar if you wanted to sweeten it up, but that's not normally what you have to do. It's just tomato paste and vinegar. Then ketchup in its various forms is just as versatile as mustard. Who hasn't enjoyed a delicious meatloaf with a ketchup topping? Can't say you haven't. I know you have. I know you have.
Yeah, but you also just love that spicy mustard.
I do love mustard. I'm just saying that ketchup is actually the more versatile. Think about children. What do they love on their nuggets? Ketchup. Your brother.
That doesn't, just because they love it doesn't mean it's right.
I'm not saying it's right. And if loving ketchup is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Right?
don't wanna
I
be
agree.
right. But what you're arguing against is the way that consumerism destroys things. Whereas ketchup is really just tomato and vinegar. It's all natural. So that just dismisses the diabetic argument out of hand.
But you still have to add sugar to it.
You don't have to.
You don't have to now.
Yeah, but who's going to sit down and make ketchup for themselves?
I would.
Morley, you just argued that you're too lazy to recycle. What are you talking about?
I'm also too lazy to just say this.
And honestly, let's see. I mean, mustard is delicious, but people misuse mustard. Put it in potato salad.
I love mustard and potato salad.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. I love mustard and mashed potatoes. But I also like ketchup on a lot of different things. Okay.
Blue's-
Blue apparently has
Blue
her
doesn't
own
not
Blue
care.
just wants to
opinion.
destroy the world.
Blue's like, mayo, bitches. Which I would agree with the cat instantly with mayonnaise.
Miracle Whip.
Okay. You guys vote. Ketchup
Who-
is A, mustard's B.
Okay.
B.
A.
A.
Split decision again.
Also,
Mainly
'cause
mainly
ketchup's
because
fucking disgusting.
mainly because fuck mustard, that shit's disgusting.
And Bobby
Wow.
feels that way about ketchup.
I know.
Guys, if you want to leave your comments on our debate about ketchup or mustard, that would be
Yes.
also appropriate.
Okay. Most recently gave to charity.
I gave it to Salvation Army.
Did
I-
you?
I give $1.
Bobby, I feel like you're just going at. Okay. Okay. I'll be curious to see how you argue this. Is it prudent to sponsor children in other countries outside the U.S. while so many go hungry in the U.S.?
What's prudent mean?
Is it important?
Oh. Do I get to pick or you pick?
You get to pick which one you're arguing.
Oh, it's not important. Fuck those kids.
Okay, so you're going to argue no and I'll argue yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, mostly because while we have the resources to take care, we actually do have the resources in this country to take care of our hungry. We just don't because we're capitalist motherfuckers. The richer get richer, the poorer get poorer. However, in other countries, you don't necessarily see that. Third world countries, most of the country is poor, and there are, it's just a different expectation there than it is here. And I don't think that it necessarily makes a difference of what country you're trying to feed the children for. I think it's important that we do our best to help everybody around the world, because at the same time, that child that's starving in Africa could become the next biophysicist that figures something out that we didn't
Probably
know at the
not,
time.
but sure.
But that's my argument. Go ahead, Bobby.
I think we should have gladiatorial matches between our poor kids and third world countries' poor kids and put food in the middle, and they fight with like rusty spoons and sticks and shit, and see who fucking wins. Then they get the goddamn.
So it's the true Hunger Games?
True Hunger Games. Literally Hunger Games. We will win because we don't have AIDS.
What's A, what's B? What's A, what's B?
A is, yes, it's prudent to sponsor other children. B is no, it is not prudent to sponsor other people.
You ready to vote?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'll go with Bobby because I want to see children's death
Honestly,
matches.
though, I kind of had that image of a Hunger Games anyways, because the one thing I think you could have brought up is the fact that food is finite.
Yeah.
And while at the same time, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to feed everybody in the world. You have to make that decision who are more important. Like, I can see where that could be an argument.
Yeah, I want to troll more.
All right. Again, this is another topic we're a split decision on. If you want to comment it on
Jesus
Facebook,
Christ.
I'm going to plug it every time we get a split decision.
I'm gonna go comment my opinion repeatedly.
She's going to
This
create a
is
new
what I think.
Facebook account.
One comment.
They'll be like Angie and dash G A dash NG. I feel like these are all you.
Robbie. Robbie.
Why does that Robbie guy have the same hair as Bobby?
Wow. Okay. Who here has been in the least amount of debates?
No, that's definitely not me.
Not us. No, we make
Oh,
him going out.
it's me. Damn it.
Angie.
Oh, I picked that up.
Better gaming systems, Nintendo or Sega?
Ooh.
I'm taking Nintendo.
I knew it. Okay, I'll take Sega. Okay.
I will let my opponent go first.
Okay. This is difficult.
You trying to remember the last time Sega was out?
No, it's just, you know how I feel about Nintendo. It's a very versatile system.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sega, when it first came out, offered a distinct difference from the Nintendo in that it was more affordable, and it offered a lot of different genre games to play, whereas Nintendo was pretty niched into what it was, and at that point was really focusing on the Pokemon craze. It was just getting started. Sega had titles like Sonic the Hedgehog and others.
Golden Sun.
Golden Sun. And Sega offered a save feature before Nintendo did.
That's true.
Don't fact check that. I don't know if it's true.
You don't say that shit. You just keep going along with it. You can
Yeah.
lie.
But
We're
I
not
actually
fact-checking
really
you
do
on this.
believe that Sega, when it came out, was way ahead of its time. The Sega Genesis is still considered one of the best video consoles even today. Don't fact check that either. Go ahead, Marlon.
So Nintendo is my dream systems. They really are. I grew up with them. They were just amazing.
Except for the control designs. What the fuck was up with N64?
The regular Nintendo. I mean, shh. just shh. I had no problem with the N64 controller design. It was amazing to me. So, yeah,
Were you dropped on your head as a goddamn baby? But keep going.
but I spent countless hours playing Nintendos, and I had a Sega. You know what I'd rather play? My Nintendo, because it had a more wide variety of games than
Oh.
She had the finishing blow right there.
Sega
But-
do what Nintendo don't.
You know what the best thing about Sega and Nintendo is? Nintendo's still around, and they bought out Sega. So
And they make shitty
So
Sonic
Sega
games.
then would be as good as Nintendo.
no,
If they were
No.
good enough to buy. Oh,
they were good enough to
okay.
buy because they just didn't want to see that poor sad puppy get kicked anymore.
I don't think that's it, Marlon.
Yeah, no, that's definitely it.
I don't buy a low class quality item. I buy value.
You bought a Sega, so yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I was
Yeah.
a foster kid and played with my foster parents. Sega.
Oh, so they bought the low class quality item. Okay, gotcha. See, me and my household, we had Nintendos, from the regular Nintendo, the Super NES, the Nintendo 64, and then we're not going to speak of the abomination that is the Wii and the Wii U.
Baby's toys.
Or the GameCube.
No, I love GameCube. I love
do like it
GameCube.
too.
I love GameCube.
That's not
GameCube
what's
was-
on the block here.
GameCube was awesome. No,
Sega
just
Dreamcast. Let's.
the Dreamcast. I will agree. The Dreamcast is way ahead of its time.
That's a
I
whole
was about to be
separate
like,
system.
isn't like Sony
Let's
on
just
the
stop.
Dreamcast? But okay.
Shut up, Becky. You're not in this argument.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Okay, so everyone
Wait, who
vote.
had what?
Whatever.
I had
gonna...
Nintendo.
No, A or B.
I had A. She had B.
Okay, I have a reasoning for my pick.
Okay, let's.
What-
see.
Bobby, what'd you
Bobby,
pick?
B.
Bobby, B.
I would have picked A because I love Nintendo and I do agree with you, but I think that Angie had the better argument for Sega. Because here's what you could have argued with Nintendo.
Lame
Nintendo
loser.
has
go
more
away.
versatile systems now because if you look at it, they have innovated a lot of different systems. They were the first ones to do the motion capture of systems.
You know what's still around? You know what's still around? Nintendo, not Sega.
I mean, that's true too. But if we were
and
going
that's-
based on argument alone,
But Nintendo games
Nope.
are for kids, so.
I would
Not all of
disagree
them.
with that.
We
All
see
of
at
them.
DreamHack more Sega's.
Ooh.
Sega's. The Brawlhalla was all Sega games.
Ooh.
It wasn't all Sega, but don't fact check that either.
Don't fact check anything that Angie said. So
This is like
Also,
a presidential
Nintendo
debate.
pussy
pussied out in the 90s when it came to blood and gore in games, taking it out like in shit like Mortal Kombat and Wolfenstein.
you had a cheat code to put it back in.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to do that. It should
They
just be
were
in the game.
they were trying to appease people at the time. So.
No, they were fucking safe spacing motherfuckers right
Now, I
there.
will
No,
say
they
I'm
were appeasing people at
Can
the
I
time.
actually say what the better system is PC? I'm just going to throw that out there right now. None of these systems matter because PC is
You know
still
what
the better
appeasement
system.
got us, Moreland? World War II, because of Hitler. We appeased him too long, and he took over half of fucking Europe.
Are you saying that Nintendo's related to Hitler?
I mean, yeah, they're Japan. Japan was allies with Hitler in World War II.
I've enabled Bobby.
We're just moving on to Bobby's topic.
Oh, is that for me?
No,
Let's
I
see.
already handed it to you.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yes. This is great.
I knew he picked that one.
Okay, it's Angie.
We don't need to discuss it.
Should college athletes be paid? Yes.
Okay, I have to argue against. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go first.
I feel that college athletes, while they put in a lot of time and effort, they're also given scholarships for the most part, and they choose to do it. It isn't like it's their job. It's not their career. It's something that they've chosen to do. I don't get paid to play video games on my own time.
You would if you worked hard enough.
I know, right? Put you back
Shut up,
into
Bobby.
it.
Shut up, Bobby. Quit
When I
fact checking
played
her.
tennis, I didn't get paid to do it. I had a scholarship for that, and that's what paid. It's not our job as taxpayers or people who go to that college. Who do you think pays the athletes? It's going to be the students. We're going to have to pay their salaries.
Oh, yeah, now you're triggering me. You're getting me there now
Well,
because I'm like,
so
as a student,
you're talking
I
about-
remember this.
Increased tuition for a select few, but that select few is going to make an enormous amount of money. Meanwhile, it's a failing of the school if athletes can't afford to eat and don't get paid and can't accept sponsorship. So I think instead of athletes being paid, they should be allowed to accept sponsorships. Go ahead, Bob.
Do you know how much money that the top 10 SEC schools bring in ticket sales and merchandise a year? $2 billion.
Right, failings of the school.
Yeah. And you tell me the kid can't have a kid. Like, I'm not asking to make millions of dollars, but some of these kids most of these kids come from dirt poor homes, and scholarships doesn't put money on the table. When they're like their 15 siblings and they're single mom and shit. So I'm proposing a stipend of some kind for them, like $1,000, $2,000 a month for each student athlete, not just the big name football players, not just the big name basketball players, but the swimmers, the tennis players, the track team. All that them should get paid equally.
And that should come out of the school's revenue
Profit, yes.
From sports, not from the two students themselves?
Correct.
So then the big schools that can afford to pay the athletes continue to rise. Alabama will be godlike.
That's how it's always been, though.
And you're relegating.
And it's not only that. It's not because they're paying the students. It's because they had good recruiting classes. And you got Nick Saban, who I fucking hate, but he's a god amongst football coaches. It's him and Bill Belichick at the top. They don't go there to get paid. They get there so they can win and go get paid in the NFL. But yeah, the student athletes should be paid. Like, there was a story about Arian Foster. He used to play
The guy from Florida?
No, he played for the Texas.
Oh.
He played for Texas, and there was one night where him and his teammates were literally starving. They hadn't eaten like 2 or 3 days, and they literally went to their coach and went like, "Hey, coach, if you don't feed us, we're gonna do something stupid so we can get money." So he bought them like 100 tacos from Taco Bell. The next day, the NCAA found out, fined them $50,000 for feeding his athletes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a whole separate thing. The NCAA is fucking stupid. And then the coach next day, 2 weeks later, walked in with a new Mustang. So coaches get paid millions of dollars. These students get nothing unless they make the pros.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, you get education, but you don't have time especially with football and basketball. You're in classes 4 hours a day, but you're practicing the other 9.
Yeah, but you know what? If I can see your point of them getting paid, but I also see the point of them not getting paid and
Right. This is where I'm stuck.
continuing their actual schooling. Because if they get hurt, they fuck up their knee, they blow their ACL, they're fucked. They're done for the rest of their life. They're not getting a pro career.
Yep. So that's why they should be paid.
And no, they need to focus on doing something other than trying to be a pro athlete.
The school profits off of them. The school,
I understand that.
Yeah, the school makes millions of dollars off their jersey sales, off their likeness rights in video games.
That's why I say the failing is the school's part, but other students shouldn't have to.
No, but that's what the school's going to pay for, not the students. You're going to take the profit.
This is where one of those arguments that I'm split on, because Angie's right. I don't think it should come down to the students paying for the athletes to eat, sleep, drink, because there are scholarships for that reason, and that the students themselves shouldn't pay the price. On the flip side, I do think that if you are an athlete, there needs to be some sort of stipend or something, even if it's just a meal card that feeds your athletes.
Right, because they don't have time to work.
Right.
Like Bobby was saying.
No, they can't. They can't get a job. They're not allowed to get a job.
Yeah.
When you
but
play
yeah,
the
they're
school.
supposed to starve. They can't even accept food. There was a guy, I think it was Florida State, who got in a lot of trouble, was kicked off the team because he accepted food, not as from a sponsor.
How about we all agree to the NCAA is just a bag of dicks?
Yeah.
I think that's a good.
I think the argument here isn't even an argument amongst us. It's just that.
Yeah.
College in general is fucked up as it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because it's not fair to. Yeah.
Because they say Kennesaw State raised the tuition to support their sports programs, but yet they make it all back in ticket sales. But they're charging tuition increases.
Yeah.
And they went up by what, like 10 or 15,000?
Yeah, they have the same thing.
And that's not fair for somebody that doesn't play football or baseball or softball or whatever.
My tuition went up my last year of college because of the new program that was coming in for the football program. And the problem here is that I was not in any sort of sports program. I was not in any sort of science program that was adjacent to physical therapy or physical education, whatever. I was a liberal arts major. So why do I have to suffer for you to get a football program when my degree is child psychology?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, these, like Bobby said, these universities are and that's not really even taxed either.
Nope.
That's just pure revenue for them.
Right.
Yeah, it's just not fair at all.
Yeah.
For somebody that's grew up with a bad knee or somebody that's
not physically
a big person, not physically fit, sucks at sports, period, because not everybody's good at sports.
Right.
There's some people just aren't good at
This
any
feels
kind of sport.
This feels a little personal, Moreland. Do you need to get something off your chest?
The knee part was.
Well, no, but on the flip side, it's not fair to these kids who aren't going on scholarship, who are good players, who can't afford to eat or because they're too busy working.
Right. Maybe not pay them, but like
practicing.
Bobby says, if you offer a scholarship to a player, then feed him.
Yeah.
Why didn't you include a meal ticket?
Yeah, include something so that person can
or
eat.
Like
seriously, include fucking school lunches.
Yeah.
In any scholarship you give out. Hey, you got meals. You know
Yeah.
why? So you don't have to work that hard.
Mhm.
This is a little bit less stress on you.
I thought all scholarships included meals because I had a full
Nope.
scholarship and it included room and board.
But
And then I
Uh-oh.
found out that room and board is really hard to get.
Yeah.
So that
so we all agree that colleges need to fix their fuckery. That's what we agree
Yep.
on.
mhm.
Gotcha.
And Bobby didn't even-
Players being actually paid? No.
I love that Bobby got the topic that he were like truly gonna argue because up
Like-
until then he was like troll answer.
No, I'm super into paying the college athlete.
College players being paid? No. Some other source of
Revenue.
A stipend, something.
Some other source of
Mhm.
getting them fed, getting them food, helping them with other things. Yes.
So that
Yes.
they can go on and go pro and support their
Yeah.
families.
Right. So they have a little less
Mhm.
stress on them.
Right.
Yeah.
I completely
Like, you know where these
agree
players
that.
come from. You do a full background check on them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You do a full background check on them before you even try to recruit them to your school.
hmm Okay. So person with the least debate cards. Oh, well, we haven't. been
I think we're
keeping
all just
points.
keeping ours.
Yeah.
Got two.
Okay, so who wants?
You know what? I'll do it. Let's go, Angie.
Okay, which is the better subject to master, math or English?
Ew.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna choose math.
Ew.
Surprisingly.
What?
gonna
Oh,
use math.
the English major chose math.
Wait, what? Okay.
Fuck.
I have to do English?
Yeah.
Shit.
And the reason I chose math is because math is universal language. You could go to any part of the world and they're gonna understand math. Math, you can
Unless
go.
it's Common Core.
You can eat. Well, yeah, okay. But you could even go out into the universe and communicate probably at a very remedial level. But we can still communicate via math.
The problem is China still uses abacuses, so you're gonna have a hard time there. Can't confirm.
Abacuses are actually really, really cool, though.
I didn't think Asians needed a calculator or any
Bobby's
counting
Asian,
device.
he can confirm.
I didn't think they needed any kind of counting device.
Didn't think they needed pig sounds.
Sounds like you're debating your topic, Angie.
Yes. I feel like math is a universal language. English changes. It's very difficult to learn English because of all the different pronunciations of words spelled exactly the same. You can
Exactly.
really misunderstand.
I think
There, and there. Which one am I talking about?
I think you gave Moreland the hard topic to debate because I feel like most of us are going to pick.
Oh, I'm not even. I'm conceding math.
Oh,
I agree with the math because it's
There's no debate.
Yeah.
English is a fucked up language. Do I think you should at least learn it if you come to America where we primarily speak English? Yes. If you were here, learn our language. Just if I go over to Japan, I need to learn Japanese.
Mhm.
Period. End of story. If I go to Mexico, I need to learn Spanish.
right.
Or have someone there for a translator for me. That's why I would try to hire a translator than be a fucking retard or an asshole that doesn't understand the language. So, no, if you're going to go somewhere, understand the culture.
The only thing you need to learn when you go to another country is how to say, "Where's the closest U.S. embassy?" And you're fine.
Well, like I've learned how to do very, very rudimentary sign language to communicate with people at work, deaf people at work, and even the Latinos. I've learned how to be able to say like "cuidado," like danger, caution. Just something to say. Hey, watch out.
Yeah, but that shouldn't have been on you. They should learn. They're here. You are whether you are here legally or illegally, you are here. Learn English.
so what happens when
Even-
in 20 I think they said 2037 where Spanish is the primary language.
Then
Can we learn Spanish?
Yeah.
We learn
¿Cómo está?
Spanish.
When China
Which I
takes
think
us
is
over,
what they're-
I'll learn Chinese.
Well, I think that's what I was going to say. I think that's why now they're teaching secondary languages in school, which I think they should have been doing in the first place. Most countries already teach English as a second language to their primary language for that whole benefit. But I think either learning Spanish or even, I hate to say even Chinese,
Yeah,
could be
Mandarin
some.
sucks.
Well, when the most of the global economy is owned by China, it makes sense to learn Chinese, especially if you've watched Firefly.
True.
So, oh, my turn. Okay. Most recently read a comic.
I wrote one this afternoon.
Okay,
Okay,
so here's
yeah.
what we are. Oh, you are so bad. You picked this one for me. Who needs more psychological help? A, the Joker, or B, Batman?
Am I picking you?
More or
picking?
less
I'm
like,
picking.
oh shit.
I'm gonna take Batman.
I wanted Batman.
You can take Batman. I can argue both sides.
I think they're both fucked up in the head.
But-
Duh.
Okay, so you take Batman.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Batman beats up little boys and throws them in a cave and makes him become his fucked up sidekick for days. No, sorry, let me redo that. Years. For years and years. He has sex with them. His butler has sex with them. It makes him wear these tight little booty shorts.
Okay, Bob.
fact,
Bobby, real
fact
fast
check,
now.
Fact check the first two.
Okay, so
The booty shorts, though, is
The-
confirmed.
Yeah,
I'm just debating here. I'm just being jackass.
and the Robin outfit was mainly inspired by Dick Grayson's.
Dick? Really? You gotta bring that up? Dick?
was inspired by his Flying Grayson's outfit.
Yeah, that was also sexual in nature, too. Batman just saw him doing his acrobatic things in the air and bit
I
his
think
lip.
you're triggering.
and
I think you're literally triggering more.
He
right
bit
now.
his lip at Dick, and I was like,
Okay,
that
in all
13-year-old vagina.
seriousness, for Batman, why would you say Batman needs more psychological help?
Oh, he fucking spends billions of dollars to be a fucking crime fighter dressed as a bat. You can't tell me you can't spend all that money to just literally let's just fucking help Gotham in a real way instead of just beating up criminals and letting them go constantly. Like letting the Joker, not killing the Joker. Come on, just kill the Joker already. He's killed millions of people at this point, and you just kill like, oh no, I'm not gonna kill him. You go back to Arkham. It's stupid.
Okay, so I'm arguing the Joker. Mostly, I feel like I don't have really the sensibility to argue the Joker, but the reason why is, I mean, it's pretty obvious. The guy literally walks around causing complete havoc in the entire city of Gotham.
So does our president.
Well, that's true. But
Did anybody see the video with the Heath Ledger Joker face paint superimposed on Trump's face?
yes.
Jesus.
But I think it's more. I feel like this is not a good one for me to argue because I think where the problem is that the Joker needs psychological help because he's anarchy
Incarnate.
incarnate, exactly. So his whole thing is that he wants to destroy things. He has no sympathy for anything. Even his relationship with Harley Quinn is an abusive relationship that he uses her essentially. He uses everything around him to create more havoc, even though it could be at the cause of innocent lives. Whereas I think the Batman argument makes more sense because he had the right to do better than just be this multi-millionaire or billionaire, I guess, who goes around and crime fights the city of God. I mean, donate to the needy, make better choices to help those instead of being the one trying to bring down crime because it hasn't helped because everybody escapes from Arkham Asylum. You know who was a good multi-billionaire?
Tony
Stark. Tony Stark is who you should. Tony Stark, even though he has his own daddy issues, he's pretty more well-rounded than any other of the superhero characters, in my opinion. And he has good, witty lines. So I just argue both sides.
And he's
but
like an
whatever.
alcoholic like me, so I appreciate it.
I'm going to explain why I decided with Bruce Wayne, because I feel like Bruce Wayne needs the help more. Joker is well aware of who and what
Exactly.
he is. So whoever argued for Bruce Wayne, Bobby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
argue for Bruce
It's
Wayne,
like
too.
he doesn't even know he really needs help. Like, you are a monster.
Yeah.
I agree. That's my big problem with it is that the Joker knows what he is.
But he could definitely use some psychological help. But he probably wouldn't accept it.
He has had psychological
It's
help.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And he turned that psychological help into an ally.
Yeah.
So
He's more doing good than Batman.
he's not. He's definitely not doing good, but he's not. He's
self-aware.
He isn't. He, as he described himself in, I think in the Dark Knight, with the Christian Bale, the Heath Ledger version, he's an agent of chaos, and that's what
what he wanted to be created as.
Yeah.
Whereas
That's what he
Batman
wants to
thinks
be.
he's doing good when I don't feel like, and I love Batman, don't get me wrong,
Batman sucks.
but
Thank you.
I think that this all stems from a trauma that he can't get past. He cannot get past.
It literally all of his mental and his mental damage is from when he fell in the well with the bats.
Yep.
When he fell in the well with the bats,
When he lost his parents.
and then when his parents were killed right in front of him.
Yep.
Because if you watch the Flashpoint paradox, his mom becomes Joker and his dad becomes Batman because
Bruce gets killed.
Yeah, Bruce gets killed in front of
Right.
him. having someone killed in front of you is going to make you, depending on
Right.
how strong you are, is going to mentally snap you anyways.
And I'm sure he's had untreated psychological help as it is.
Oh, yeah. All right. Next debate. Oh, Jesus. This is going to be fun. Person most recently to drink coffee.
That was,
That's Becky.
That was me.
Oh,
She had it like
sweet.
an hour ago.
I literally had one an hour ago.
Becky, what would be a better end to the world? World War III or the zombie apocalypse? I'm going with zombie
I didn't even
apocalypse.
take zombie apocalypse. I didn't even know I was going to take World War III anyways.
Go ahead.
World War III would. Here's why. I would rather die in a nuclear disaster or just die by a nuclear bomb than try and get my brains eaten out.
Is that it?
No, I dropped my card.
Okay.
On top of that, it feels like there's something more we can do as people if we are in the middle of World War III as I don't know, learning treaties, allies, stuff like that, where we can make a bigger difference than trying to die in a zombie apocalypse. Like, at least you can try and go out before the end of the world. You're not gonna.
No, the end of the world is going to be World War III. That's what it's saying.
I would rather die and I even said this to Angie a couple of days ago. I would rather die at the epicenter of a nuclear bomb dropping than die in a zombie apocalypse. 100%. Because death is instantaneous. And I don't have to worry about suffering at the end of it. If I have to come back as a zombie, I don't know if I'm sentient. We walk around like creepy little monster thingies who are allegedly brainless, but has anybody... I mean, we've seen these movies where zombies become sentient again.
Warm bodies.
Yeah, exactly.
That movie
I don't
sucks.
want my...
Blow me. That movie. Anyways.
I was going to say, I don't want to become a zombie. And I've told Angie this is why I want to be cremated, because if a zombie apocalypse ever happens, I'm cremated, my ashes, I'm not rising from the dead. That's my argument.
My argument for zombie apocalypse. Yes, the world has ended. Now you get to live like you fucking want to, for one. Granted, it's going to suck because you got to develop other skills and everything, but most of us already have at least some sort of knowledge about growing crops, butchering meat, something like that. And at least you do have that ability to possibly survive. Yeah, it's going to suck if you get bit and turned into a zombie or anything like that. Yeah, that sucks. But you can also go out on your own terms at that point, too.
Well, you could live through you can also live through a nuclear disaster.
Yeah,
if
but you're going to have to deal with radiated bobby hair.
Well, they made it in Fallout,
Exactly.
but I would rather... I feel...
Oh God, I was on your side till you said Fallout.
Well, I
that
mean,
shit's scary as hell.
It is scary, but my point being is that we can regrow as a people at the end of the world, quote unquote, if we're not in the epicenter of a nuclear fallout. I think what they say, it takes 200 years for the radiation to go away or whatever. By then, the Earth is going to recover itself. I don't know how it's going to recover if the entire population is because at the very end of the day, zombies are going to wipe out the population. They're going to consume until everybody is gone.
The South alone has enough bullets to take out their entire population.
But what if you have the rising of the dead kind of zombies? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that
the ones
that-
that you can't kill. I mean, you can try and behead them. You can do all of that stuff. But the ones that just keep coming back, or
Yeah,
an infection that
if it's
comes
like-
from air.
If it's like the ones from Return of the Living Dead, you have to destroy the whole body. We're fucked.
Oh, I mean we're talking about
Or like Left 4
we're-
Dead zombies.
We're talking
The tank, which we're
Oh,
fucked.
You
yeah,
know what
no,
would
yeah.
solve that problem? A nuclear bomb.
You know what?
Yeah, but we're
but
assuming
that's not.
World
But
War III is a nuclear bomb. It could be something like a bunch of civilians rise up, some banjos are playing, and suddenly we're all living in
Deliverance.
Again,
in
like
like
I
Nazi
said,
Germany.
like I said, the South alone probably has enough ammunition to take out the entire population of the world.
Honestly, I believe if an uprising happened like that, I think that people would be so I think that our friends would easily, not you guys, but people, our family and friends would immediately turn on us, and we would be thrown in concentration camps.
Yeah.
I have no doubts about who would win.
I'd
this
be
world
right
would-
there with you because I'd be a sympathizer for you. So
Hmm.
Sorry. I'd have to pretend to be on their side so I can infiltrate their ranks and kill the leader.
well, duh,
Do it, Bobby.
That makes
We
for a
support-
great
I mean-
book.
right?
The Pompadour
So-
Chronicles.
The Pompadour.
I'm writing it. This is what I'm gonna write on
God.
screen. Okay.
Anyway,
I'm gonna have to go with the zombie apocalypse.
I have to go
I
with
scared myself with
Becky
banjos.
because I fucking hate The Walking Dead. Also, that trolls the shit out of Moreland, and it's the best of both worlds. He
Split
loses.
decision.
And I get the
So
can
remember to leave your comments on the Facebook
To be honest, though, I can see both
About why
arguments.
Becky's wrong.
Yeah.
about why Becky's wrong.
Well, I can see both arguments, but I'm not surviving a zombie apocalypse. I can tell you that 100%.
Oh, I mean that's gonna,
Oh,
it's gonna
fuck.
suck, but
Yeah,
you at least you have that chance.
yeah.
More World War III nuclear bombs dropping, the entire world's irradiated.
I would actually be,
You're gonna have to. There's gonna be so much.
but I would be okay with it because we're destroying the world as it is.
There's gonna be so much nuclear fallout and everything that if anybody does survive, it's probably gonna be worse than the zombie apocalypse because you're not gonna be able to find anything anywhere.
Vault 76.
Everything's gonna be covered in ash and just die.
True.
All right.
Anyway, so the problem is the youngest player is me. So
The
Becky
second youngest player.
is you.
Becky,
It's me, yeah.
Mhm.
How old are you, Marlon?
31.
You're
I'm 30, yeah.
Oh, you're all fucking old. Holy
Oh
shit.
my god, Bobby, you're getting there too.
I'm 25.
you. What?
Pretty much.
My girlfriend's 25. So
Ooh. Moreland's robbing the cradle. Anyway.
apparently that's what I keep getting told. I'm like, you're robbing
Okay,
the cradle. I'm like,
the
"She's
debate
not that
is-
young."
6 years. That's it.
The
Not
debate
that young.
is, are participation trophies in athletics a good...
It says
Day?
a good day. I think it means a good thing.
Yeah, that they fucked up. I'm going to argue no, because
Okay,
it's for
I'll argue.
pussies.
I'll argue yes. You want me to go first or you want to go?
You fucking liberals have destroyed the concept of manly American sports.
Not even just
Oh.
a manly American sports in general.
Yeah, sorry, little Timmy with the gimp arm has to get a fucking participation trophy because he didn't drool on the fucking baseball season. Good for him. He had to ride in the back of the bus with a helmet so he wouldn't look the goddamn window. and he's on third base chewing on it because he's hungry. But yet, he's still going to get a goddamn trophy at the end of the season.
For Bobby because this argument is hilarious. Okay.
I'm not done yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you're gonna have your work cut out for
I
you
know.
on this one.
And then you give them all these trophies and shit, and they go to these parties and stuff, and they turn to homosexuals, and because they just fucking start jumping up and down and humping
I'm
each other.
veering back towards
I
your side.
No, I'm fucking with you. It's bad. It's just dumb.
It takes the value away.
Right.
Yeah.
Winners win.
On the flip side, you know why participation trophies are good? Because it really feels fucking bad to get one. When you realize you got that stupid ass participation trophy because you're just not good enough to get a good
No,
trophy.
kids love that shit.
No,
What
they
are you
don't.
talking about?
Let me
Oh,
tell you.
no.
Becky's
No,
appealing to my cruelty.
Timmy, the guy Timmy over there chewing on third base gets a participation trophy. Hey, look, Mom, I did great, didn't I? And goes home and
Fist himself with a trophy.
Well, those of us-
But
Is-
Timmy would never know if he did good or
Is-
Well,
bad.
then those of us
is
with
proud-
above, let me tell you something. As those of us with above average IQ who don't drool on ourselves, let me tell you how bad getting those participation trophies
I've
feel.
seen you drool on yourself. I don't,
Okay, that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, she's doing it right now.
above average IQ.
I'm just saying, it
Above-
feels real fucking bad to get a Oh, you did well enough to be here. That's what a participation trophy
You know
says.
what participation trophies got us? Trump.
Okay, I'm done.
What is that? Okay, what's yes and what's no? So your argument is participation but
A is
trophies
yes,
make you
B
feel
is
like
no.
shit.
They make you feel like shit. They make you want to do better.
Mine was we got Trump and a bunch of retards with trophies.
I gotta go with retards with trophies.
This is the type of argument I can excel at because it's just pure trolling right here.
I mean, it's, in all honesty,
I don't care.
participation trophies are
I don't believe-
they're the worst.
They don't bring
Yeah.
any value to anything. I agree with
Exactly.
that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when you get one, you feel kind of shitty because you're like, I'm not good enough to get a better trophy.
Yeah, but
Well,
it gives you
back in
something to
my
squat.
day,
It gives you something to squat on when I'm horny.
One of two things happens when you get a participation trophy. You either got Timmy that's chewing on third base going, "Hey, look, Mom, I made a
Fucking Timmy.
I got a trophy. I did good. I should keep trying to do this." Or you have the person that was actually good on the team go,
Just give up.
"I'm done."
Because
All I
drooling
got
ass Timmy chewing on third base.
Yeah,
has a
you're gonna make the
trophy.
kid want to eat a
Exactly.
bullet.
He's shitting in his trophy, and I got the same one.
Chad
Fuck
over
it.
here is going to the MLB. Is going to want to eat a fucking bullet now because little Timmy also got a trophy. He's
Can
like,
Exactly.
I just point out you guys have literally created a fan fiction about a guy named fucking Timmy? Okay, I'm just gonna point this
Well,
out.
His literal name is fucking Timmy.
I'm going to fuck Timmy because he drools a lot, and that's natural lubricant.
Oh,
I'm scared now.
I'm
Angie,
sorry
what is-
for whatever you have to edit out.
Angie, what is our next debate?
okay. Well, last one to see children. Probably you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
I left-
Mm-hmm.
Fucking child molester.
Is compulsory sterilization the best way to stop overpopulation?
Who are you debating with?
Moreland, and I'm going to choose yes.
You guys can do your debate. I have a third option that can stop it.
Oh, sweet.
I have a
Okay.
third one.
Okay. Here's my argument. You're sitting down with people in a big group. The people with the worst situation in life. Hey guys, we're pregnant. But they get pregnant and they can't afford the kid. And they just continue to pop out these kids. And you're like, you don't have the IQ. You shouldn't reproduce anyway. I truly believe that the best of us should reproduce. That's why I've never reproduced. I don't feel like I have good genes.
You do. You're wearing them right now.
No, thank you. They are pretty good genes.
I thought you were wearing
But
sweatpants.
the thing is that if I know that we're also getting into eugenics here, which I'm not opposed to eugenics. That's the first. It makes me a terrible person. That's fine. I think that if we had compulsory sterilization, or you limit people, something, license parents. Do you qualify to have kids? We have the population. We're too overpopulated to keep reproducing, and we're doing it at a rate that there's no hope that resources can keep up with. We've overused everything. We can't feed our elderly. We can't, as a society, paying taxes, support these people. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't support them. I believe that the government has a responsibility to its citizens to support
Those in need.
those in need. We need to support it. We need to be able to offer kids the best start in life, which, if it means the government pays for health care, then so be it.
and your lunches and
Exactly. Kids can't help themselves. Help them. But yet all these people popping out these kids, it's like, what are you doing? You weren't prepared financially, emotionally. Like, what are you doing?
no one's ever emotionally prepared for a kid. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. That no one in their right mind, even if they say they are, they're not emotionally
But
prepared for a kid.
if you're planning it though, and you're like, okay, we've got,
You're still not emotionally prepared for it because
probably not financially
the-
either, but at least you've planned.
yeah, more you can be more financially stable than emotionally because you're still gonna do the what's the thing that the mothers get after they have birth?
C-section.
No,
Maternity.
no,
Maternity leave?
no.
Tubes
Postpartum
tied?
depression.
Yeah, postpartum depression.
Mm-hmm.
You never know if that's gonna kick in or not
Yeah.
because it's some women it does, some women it doesn't.
And I'm talking about all parents. Like, you see these women rocking around the grocery store. They have like 6 fucking kids.
Ugh.
Stop. Close your fucking legs if you can't use birth control.
Oh, by the way, I'm conceding to you because I
Okay.
wholeheartedly agree with you.
Do you want to hear my C option?
Yeah.
But I do believe that most people do have a basic human right to at least have one kid to continue your family
bloodline.
line
Yeah.
to continue your family bloodline.
Mhm.
Cool, that's great, but some people just should not be allowed to
Well,
breed.
can I
at
devil's
all.
advocate something? Because if we're saying compulsory sterilization, how do you decide who gets sterilized?
Look at the draw.
You look at their genes. Who's got better genes?
Ooh.
There's diabetics and all sorts of shit in my family. I don't want to reproduce. I don't want to continue that.
I mean, my family's riddled with diabetes and all kinds of heart disease, other kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
I still want to have a child because I want to continue my line, and I would love to have a child with Tasha. We've already discussed all this. So,
But if we're standing there and Bobby tests, he's a picture of health. They've looked at his chromosomes, his genes. He doesn't really have anything. By all means, let Bobby have a kid.
Jokes on them never having kids. I fucking hate kids.
Yeah.
But what if?
Bobby's gonna
But
accidentally.
then on
he's
the
gonna
flip
be like
side,
Barney
what if
one
the
day.
argument is that Bobby has really great genes, but
Bobby's
his
gay.
child's born with
But
an issue?
no, but Bobby's
Oh,
gay.
I throw it off a cliff.
Bobby's gay. Bobby doesn't like women, so he's not gonna have a kid.
Pop your sperm into a jug. Like,
Okay.
Here-
What's your C option?
Here's
Bobby?
my C option. It solves 2 issues. It solves overpopulation and world hunger. Cannibalism. You think I'm fucking joking?
No,
that's
It
actually
solves
I know
both
you're
of them.
not.
That's actually kind of logical, and I hate that I am saying that out loud.
hey, and you know what? The stem cells from,
Christopher Reeve used to drink stem cells before he killed himself. Not killed himself before he died. He probably did kill himself, though. I mean, if I was stuck in a wheelchair like that.
you know who
probably
else
be-
used stem cells? Peyton Manning. He went over to Europe.
Yeah, that's
He
how
got- and
that's how
he
big his head is.
Came back and he played football again.
That's why his head's like the size of a fucking
From a
watermelon.
beyond career-ending injury. Like, stem cells, if you're just gonna throw it away, use it.
Swallow it.
No,
It's a protein.
I completely agree.
Yeah,
So-
cannibalism.
Ooh, buddy.
I'm done to a shirt. Cannibalism solves
I'm gonna
world
let
hunger
you
and
pick out of these
population.
two.
How many more rounds we got?
One more.
One more round.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
Last one to learn a skill.
Define a skill.
I guess.
I learned how to play Keza today.
I learned how to come on command.
Oh
Uh,
shit!
No, I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm joking. That sounds
Did
awful.
you learn a skill today at work, Marlon?
How to piss off customers more.
No, I did get complimented on the fact that I'm. They say I don't know how you stay so calm when there's an irate idiot customer. I did get complimented on that fact, but no, I haven't learned a new skill.
So
or
it's
anything.
me and you,
I
baby.
guess so, because I literally learned a Keza skill.
What the fuck's that?
It's
It's
a
a
League of Legends champion.
Oh,
Don't act like you don't like League.
leagues for scrubs.
Yeah, right.
Real players play
Kale.
Dota.
Kale, one trick, let's go. Okay,
Drooling.
better teacher. Yoda
Okay.
or Dumbledore?
Okay.
I'm picking Dumbledore.
Okay. I'm Yoda. Okay.
Go ahead, ma'am.
To me, Yoda was a good teacher because he not only taught with words of wisdom and actual, like, beating him in the head with a stick, but he allowed his students to make mistakes so you could learn from yourself. Essentially, what Luke did was he learned from himself.
Mhm.
Who am I as a person? And then he was able to take these words of wisdom and knowledge of himself and mesh it into a true learning. While Yoda guided him, he was always there to guide him, even when he was dead, came back to help him.
Mhm.
You can make the same argument about Dumbledore in that
No,
sense.
Dumbledore. Harry technically died and saw Dumbledore. Dumbledore
True.
didn't come back from the dead
That's
to help
true,
him.
true. You're right.
Get your
Yeah.
fans shit right,
My
girl.
bad.
Okay.
Fact,
he did, but he did
fact check
in
that
death
bitch.
Yeah.
help Harry.
Now you're twisting words.
But
Okay.
did he beat him with a stick?
I don't know.
He didn't ride on his back. Well, maybe he did.
Maybe he did.
Hey.
I mean,
My-
exactly. Dumbledore was.
My argument for Dumbledore is that while Dumbledore, I believe Dumbledore was a flawed human being, but I think that Dumbledore learned from his mistakes to ensure that Harry would not make the same mistakes as he did with Voldemort. The thing with Dumbledore is he was always there to guide Harry, even when Harry didn't realize he was there to help him. Like the Mirror of Erised. First person to ever foreshadow what the Mirror of Erised would be was Dumbledore. He explained to him what it was. And he allowed Harry to make mistakes along the way, like knowing he snuck out. Instead of saying, like, hey, you're probably being fucking hunted by somebody, he was there in observation, but he ensured his, and, well, I don't think he ensured his safety, but he allowed Harry to grow as a person. Meanwhile, I think with Yoda, I think Yoda had good intentions of things, but if you look at the very beginning of the series, if you go back to the prequel series, I guess, even if you don't like it, I think Yoda also made terrible mistakes that led to Anakin becoming Darth Vader. Because even Yoda says, like, you know, you're not worthy enough to be this. And that sends Anakin off into a spiral, which, yeah, he probably, I mean, it's true, though. Like, he didn't help Anakin in any sort of way.
Well,
I think
if we're talking about past mistakes, Dumbledore created Voldemort.
And help Grummel.
Yeah.
Grindelwald.
Yes.
So let's be careful calling out people's past.
Right?
Well,
And he fucked Grindelwald too.
did he?
Yeah,
Yes,
they
he
were gay
did.
lovers.
Like, they were
Were
lovers.
they?
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Oh, no, she confirmed
It was in the 7th book. What the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking
I
about?
didn't think it was Grindelwald. I thought it was just some
That was
rando.
Grindelwald.
Oh,
No,
shit.
yeah.
Love makes humans do terrible things.
Quick thing. Is anybody else like weirded out over the outrage that the fact that in the Crimes of Grindelwald that Dumbledore is not openly gay because
It's the 20s or 30s. You can't do that kind of shit. You would kill
well,
him.
yeah, like a lot of people are outraged that he's not openly gay. I'm like
He was never openly
he
gay
was
to begin
never
with.
openly
Ever.
ever openly
That was
gay.
No, that
literally
doesn't
canon
bother
that
me.
was confirmed way later after the books had finished. That wasn't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
confirmed in a book. It was confirmed by J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling
think
during a meeting.
People just get up and that's what happens when you suppress a population.
Mhm.
Is suddenly it's like we're never going to be suppressed again. But this was back in the day
Th-
when
th-
they were
This was,
suppressed.
this was back in 20s and
Quick-
30s.
Contact.
I have a question too.
Come on.
Do you think wizards can make their wands vibrate and use them as dildos?
Hell
Probably.
yeah.
But
Now-
now the problem is
now-
they're made of wood, so splinters are that a problem?
No, they're magical.
They're they're
Mhm.
polished and
I bet they are. Polish my knob.
they're sanded and polished.
A better debate is
I'll
did
show you my
Ron-
Whomping
did
Willow.
Ron
No.
use the compulsory curse on Hermione? I read on Reddit. Totally agree with the guy.
Wait,
we'll,
what?
we'll talk about it later.
Okay. Oh, I would. Another thing to debate was since I done forgot what I was going to say.
I have
was
a
actually
question.
going to say
Why
this is
did-
more. I would took the harder one because Dumbledore. I don't agree with. I think it's actually Yoda that was the better teacher. Dumbledore, I feel, actually created the problems that led to Harry.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
And then he wasn't honest about it.
And he wasn't honest about it, yeah.
Yoda said, "I did this.
Yeah,
I did this."
exactly.
My thing
in
is-
the one entire movie where Dumbledore's literally completely ignoring Harry because he thinks it'll help. Like
Yeah.
was book
that's not a way to be a
6,
teacher.
Right?
Yeah.
5 or 6.
Or even like in if I'm not mistaken, the Triwizard Tournament, they purposely made it to where only 16 above could enter,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, you're 6 years or 5.
yeah,
year
and they
5.
purposely put it like that to keep Harry safe, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work, anyways.
because of Barty Crouch's son.
Yeah,
Quick question: talk about the compulsory curse. I feel like Ginny used it on Harry because until like book 6, Harry ain't trying to dick her at all, and she's underage. Like book 6 happens.
they're both underage.
Yeah, but Harry's like older. It's still creepy.
He's like
Well,
2 years older, if
And she
that.
No, he's a year
probably
older.
learned it from Ron, or Ron used it on both
Yeah.
of them because this guy goes into great detail about how, Ron is kind of a shitty person.
Yeah, that was
He's
like,
mean to Hermione. He never really has Harry's back. Like when Harry was having trouble at those games.
The Triwizard Tournament.
Yeah, and Hermione's like, Harry, she's trying to get to Harry. And Ron picks her up and runs with her. Like, and then he gets Harry in trouble and sets people against him. Like Ron's never truly had his back. It was talking about how he used the Imperius curse, which he had learned from his dad's when they said there's 3 curses you should never use.
yeah,
the forbidden ones, and they're like, name them, and Ron's like Imperius, and then you see it. It was talked about how they feel like he practiced it on Hermione until suddenly she was like, "Ooh, Ron." Like,
Oh, God, that's
it's
terrifying.
interesting.
Let's be honest. It probably happened in the movies too, because Emma Watson versus Rupert Grint. Come on, whatever his name
Yeah.
is. Is this the last one?
Yep.
Oh,
This is not the last one.
Yeah.
Like we each have one more.
oh, gotcha.
Okay. Bobby, do you own a gun?
No.
Hey, Becky, do you own a gun?
I don't.
Angie, it's me and you,
Okay.
because you own a gun.
Yeah.
Who wins in a duel? Dread Pirate Roberts or Jack Sparrow? I'm taking Jack
Ooh.
Sparrow because I don't know the
Yes.
other
You've never seen The Princess Bride?
Oh,
guy.
man.
Okay,
Oh.
that's the
That's Dread Pirate Roberts.
okay. That's the main guy.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Wesley. Yeah.
Okay.
Wesley wins.
Wesley
Wesley wins.
100%.
Sorry, Moreland. You gave me the winning.
Yeah, Wesley wins.
He's Dread Pirate Roberts.
He's like, I am not left-handed. I am not either.
Yeah, he's ambidextrous. He's like the greatest swordsman. He's also super nice. He survived at the
Cute.
death machine.
Although, and I'm sorry, Moral, I don't mean to argue for you. The theory is that while and you can also make the argument Dread Pirate Roberts, he is everybody.
Yeah.
You can be the Dread Pirate Roberts. It's not just
Anybody could be Dread Pirate Roberts.
But there is also a theory that Jack Sparrow is
no,
can also be
because
everybody.
Wesley did take over Dread Pirate Roberts' role. He says when the captain died, he took over Dread Pirate
right.
Roberts.
But there's a theory on Reddit again that Jack Sparrow is like James Bond. He just continues. Somebody else takes on the.
That's my point, Becky.
Okay.
Is that Jack Sparrow probably is Dread Pirate Roberts. Like,
my
he
God.
could have taken over the role. So you could argue.
But the Dread Pirate Roberts that we know, does he have guns?
No, guns weren't around back then.
Jack Sparrow's got at least a flintlock pistol.
Yeah, but Jack's
Can't
also...
shoot well.
I don't care. And he's crazy, so
I like both of them. But
I
Dread Pirate Roberts, drop your sword. He goes to the pain.
He goes to the pain.
drop the sword, shoot him with the gun. That's fine.
And Jack Sparrow would be like, oh, okay, you need a sword.
And just
And
run
then he'll
away.
figure out how to win, but
I think if in a duel, I think Jack Sparrow would, if we're hypothetically talking about, I think Dread Pirate Roberts has the ability to win. I think Jack Sparrow's just crazy enough to fall into a win.
Yes.
Like, he accidentally wins it.
Yes.
Like, somehow he goes running across a gangplank and, like, he, like, falls over, but he doesn't fall off, and Dread Pirate Roberts ends up in a shark-filled, like, ocean or something like that. Like, he's just, like...
He falls into the Meg's mouth.
But the problem is Dread Pirate Roberts comes back because true love.
And Billy Crystal.
And Billy Crystal.
Yes.
will find you. Bobby, pick from these. So who are we voting? Dread Pirate Roberts?
Pirate
or
Roberts.
Jack-
I will go Dread Pirate Roberts. I do think there's an argument to be made that Jack Sparrow will accidentally win.
So,
Accidentally.
he's at least got a pistol, so
Well, he may not even. I don't think he would win, but he wouldn't lose.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
This is a fun one. I want to try this
Okay.
one. Okay. Who most recently shoveled snow?
Oh my God.
dear God, probably me.
It's probably you because
Yeah, at Walmart.
Okay,
Yeah.
Malone. How much of an ocean can a Catholic priest bless to make it holy? The immediate vicinity, or it's all holy now? I'm picking B.
I'm so confused. What?
That's why I picked it because it's fucking weird. It's
I have
hilarious.
to. Hold on.
Moreland has to go in the think tank.
And
I
I'm,
have to get my argument ready.
and I'm Catholic, so
No, you're not.
I'm Catholic.
No, you're not.
I'm
You're
confirmed.
an atheist.
No, but I'm confirmed in the Catholic
Okay,
Church.
I got you, but that doesn't make you a practicing Catholic.
I'm a lapsed Catholic,
Okay.
but also an atheist.
Okay.
I'm a Catholic in a sense, so I say in the grandparents' will.
I gotcha.
He's a backdoor Catholic.
Oh, okay. The
No,
peephole
I'm not a
loophole.
priest. I don't touch little boys, you sick fuck.
That's why you're the back door.
That's where they touch the little boys.
Okay,
Exactly.
so argument about this weird ass question.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Priests take out their cock, and when they jack off, that sperm is holy. So is he just gonna wank one out right into the ocean? Vampires fucked now. It's all holy now.
Because it's
it's
salty.
It's all ogre now.
Okay.
What?
That's a Shrekker's Life reference. We should all watch that video later.
You can't do worse than that. It's
Well,
possible.
I say it's just the immediate vicinity because he can't see the entirety of the ocean to be able to bless.
What do you tell me? You
the
can't.
entirety of
You
that
can't
ocean.
see the sea.
Yeah.
You can totally see the sea.
No, you can't see the sea.
You can see the sea.
He can't see the entire sea.
You can see all of it.
He can see some of the sea.
God helps.
But we're not talking about the sea. We're talking about the ocean.
God.
Oh.
God helps with all problems with his
This-
most faithful followers.
This is true, but he cannot. He can only see. He can only bless what he sees. And
God
he
sees everything,
can't-
though.
and he can't see the entire.
But God
ocean.
can give you the sight.
Yes, this is true, but he has not got the sight.
How do you know?
It's only in his immediate vicinity.
Nope.
What if God was one of us?
What if God was one?
That is my. He can't see the entire ocean, so he can't bless the entire ocean.
He can though. God helps him.
He can bless the immediate.
Jesus loves you,
vicinity.
Orlin. You should go back to church soon.
Because you're saying he puts his sperm in there
Yeah,
and it merges with the
I
salt.
mean
and
that's
just
what,
becomes...
I mean that's what God did for Mary when he had baby Jeebus.
I'm just gonna vote for Moreland because just Moreland.
I'm going to go with Bobby on this one. That's blessed jizz.
Debate this on our Facebook, please.
No, don't debate this on our Facebook,
Literally.
because I don't want this to be taken out
Pa-
of context.
Pause right now.
Master debate.
And go
Oh,
say
there was
something
the
about
shot right there because he said jack off. What the hell?
That's literally like
it. That's why
4
our
shots.
listeners aren't going to be able to say anything. They're all drunk and passed out.
They're all dead.
That was literally like 4 shots just in that debate alone. All of them because of Bobby.
Okay, who most recently attended a concert?
Well, yeah, motherfuckers.
As
I
I
haven't been
say-
to a concert in years.
I haven't been since.
in March.
Oh, no, DreamHack. But we didn't go to it. It was
No,
just
but we went to
there.
March. We went to Nightwish in March.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been in years. So
that's right. Your badass birthday present I got
I went in a limo and everything.
you. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finally finished paying that off not too long ago.
yeah, I haven't been in legitimately like 15 years.
More torturous. 10 hours of Bieber's Baby, Babe. Or 10 hours of Gangnam Style.
I know which one you're taking.
Oh, no, you're going to argue why Gangnam Style is so awful.
Why you do this? Because I fucking love Gangnam Style.
I know.
I'll listen to Gangnam Style
That's
for
why
10
you're going to
hours.
argue it. I'm choosing Bieber's Baby.
Okay, then you argue first.
No, ma'am. It's my card. You go
is
first.
Bieber, right?
Yeah, he is Bieber. Thank you. Yeah.
Gangnam Style is a classic.
False.
I'm just saying. Okay,
Becky's going to argue her way into a win, even though you've already...
Do you know that Psy fucks dogs?
what?
Yeah, I watched a video.
Do I even have to argue this?
Baby, baby, baby.
I know. I'm literally twitching thinking about it. Gangnam Style.
You said Bieber's Baby, and I'm like,
Here's what, I wish you'd give it because here's why Gangnam Style. You hate Gangnam Style. Could you?
Exactly.
Would you make it through 10 hours of Bieber or 10 hours of Gangnam Style?
I would make it through 10 hours of Bieber.
I think the reason why I can do it with Gangnam Style is because it's in a different language, so I learned something new. But I'll be speaking Korean by the end of it.
You know what? I would dance.
You won't know what
myself
any of the words
death.
mean, but you'll be
Yeah,
speaking
I'll be
Korean.
speaking. I can sing the entire song verbatim after 10 hours. Doesn't mean know what it means.
I can tune things out. So
Opa, I know what Opa means.
I just want to ask this question because I need to know. Better breakfast food, pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Waffles.
pancakes.
You're a degenerate.
Waffle
Waffles
House
are
is so much
crunchy
better than-
pancakes.
No,
Waffle House is so much better.
I don't want. If I want a crunch, I'll get bacon.
You know how much better Waffle House is than IHOP?
Yeah.
Like, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Waffle House.
On
is
top
10
of
times
it, the
better.
waffle, yeah, you might have a little bit of the crisp, but it's like the best of both worlds. It can get a
I
little
feel like
soggy.
I don't even know you anymore.
I know. I feel like our friendship breaks up on this question. Out of all the questions, this is what ends
Jesus
it.
Christ.
This is it.
All right,
here.
so they'll have a new host on the podcast next week.
Yeah.
It'll be me. I'll be you
It'll
and
be
me.
second, Bobby. It'll be Robbie.
Robbie and Bobby.
Bobby
and
and
we'll
Robbie.
have Scorland
Yeah.
or no
Squirrel.
Scoob and Moreland's
Floor-
baby.
Floorland, Floorman.
What?
Which is better with a peanut butter sandwich, honey or jelly?
Jelly.
Jelly.
Honey.
Y'all are sick.
The hell is
You're
wrong with
sick.
y'all?
I'm allergic
But
to
your
honey.
guys are basic.
No, actually, I'm sorry. I want peanut butter and syrup.
I want
Which is honey.
I want peanut butter
Syrup's not
and
honey.
Nutella.
Yeah.
No.
Peanut butter and chocolate's really good.
Peanut butter and Nutella.
Which is the better taco, soft or crunchy?
Crunchy.
Soft.
Crunchy.
Soft.
The two guys.
So hear me
soft.
out. No, hear me out. Why? I got a reason for this. If I'm in the car, I can't eat a hard
You
taco.
cannot eat a crunchy taco.
Yeah,
No.
You're
I
right.
can eat a burrito in the car,
No, it's that
Yeah.
and all the meat on a crunchy taco, all the meat is on the bottom,
and it gets soggy
and
really fast.
and then there's all the meat's on the bottom, and then there's a layer of lettuce and cheese. No, just give me all of it wrapped up.
Okay,
Give
this
me a
one
nice
I'm
little
really
soft
curious.
taco.
Who wins in a fight, Bert or Ernie?
Bert.
Yeah, because he's so angry.
Yeah.
Ernie, because I think he's low key like a degenerate.
You think he's got like razor blades in his
Yes.
tuft?
Rubber,
Yes, it's-
rubber ducky, you're the one.
I think it's Bert.
Or he'll go to like suck Bert off and just bite his penis off.
something like that.
They are a good couple.
Which
so.
is worse, lose a leg or lose your dominant hand?
Leg.
Leg.
No.
Hand.
Oh, dominant
Your
hand.
dominant
hand.
Dominant hand.
Leg.
I would rather lose my leg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'd
would-
rather, I would
yeah.
no. Can't walk again. Fuck that.
You can get an artificial
Yeah,
leg.
you-
That's not the same thing.
You try
Cut-
what
cut
try
my
doing
leg.
anything without your
I've
dominant
asked for
hand, Bobby.
years for people to cut my leg.
Yeah, I can do stuff with
So-
it too, but even like just sometimes basic interaction
Who
with
needs
things
to
is
write
difficult.
anymore? We have computers now. We have voice things.
But you still use your dominant hand for most.
Yeah, but how do you have sex with only one leg?
Imagine trying to type on a computer with one hand, Bobby.
You try having sex with one
The
leg.
girl will
Orland.
ride you.
Yeah, it's not as fun though. You can't, I
Oh,
want to
my
do missionary
God.
sometimes.
Are
The
we
whole
done
holy
now?
position.
Because I think we're done now.
Mhm.
You can do
Becky.
you can do missionary with just one leg.
It feels weird.
I thought he was gonna say it with Moreland. I was like, I thought you were gonna say that about
Hey,
You can't do missionary.
Hey,
Hey,
Becky.
You can find us on Facebook at the Free Rotation Podcast. You can find
Wait,
us on
Becky,
Twitter.
Becky, no one asked you where they can find us. We just said, hey,
yourself.
Becky.
We just said, "Hey, Becky."
Oh God. Okay.
Hey Becky,
fine.
where can they
Jesus.
find us?
Where can they find us?
You can find us on.
Spotify.
I'm just giving up. I'm just giving up.
We
You can
be
find
geeks.
us
You know
on
where you can
Facebook, Spotify.
Listen to the last 50 plus episodes. That's where you
No,
can
Becky,
find us.
Becky, no.
I'll
no.
do it this time.
Oh, do it, Bobby.
You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on the Stitcher. You can find us on Weebie.
Wait. We have different handles for each of those.
Oh well, I don't care. If you just type in the free rotation, it'll fucking come up.
No, it won't.
You sure?
No,
Yeah.
you'll get League of Legends
You
stuff,
get
too.
League of Legends free champion rotation.
Oh, then you can do it again, Becky. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, Becky, where can they find us?
You can find us on
Spotify.
Facebook at the Free Rotation Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at the Free Rotation. We're on Instagram at the Free Rotation Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube at the Free Rotation, and we are affiliates on Twitch at the Free Rotation. You can watch us streaming during the week. We are also affiliates of Weebie Geeks. It's a great podcasting network. Check out all the funny ass podcasts over there,
You
including
sounded
ours.
so enthused about it being a great podcast.
At WeebieGeeksPC.com. We're also, check us out on our website, thefreerotation.com. And we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, wherever you want. Like,
Hey,
rate,
why,
subscribe,
why are we
whatever.
on SoundCloud?
We are, no.
I lost it. It lost our entire first episode. It was
Yeah, we have
it
like a
was
vendetta
awful.
against
We-
SoundCloud.
it lost it. It's just gone.
Problem with SoundCloud too is that it's really unstable. Like a lot of podcasts, well, historically, a lot of podcasts ended up losing their backlog because
they delete
SoundCloud.
your content.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
wow.
it got deleted and then it got bought out and they had to move their stuff off of it. So it's not
Oh
even.
wow, that sucks.
SoundCloud's great for like your like 3-person diss track that you wrote that people listen to at your
Mhm.
high school, but
Gotcha.
not for
It's good for
podcasting.
what it does, but probably not so much for podcasting.
Gotcha.
Also, guys, Becky and I discovered this fantastic thing called Twitch Sings.
What?
It's karaoke, and I would like for all of us to do a live show once Twitch accepts us into the program and do Twitch Sings.
I have to get very drunk.
That's fine.
That's fine.
We got caramel vodka
it'll be
because
in
Kenny, that was badass.
We'll
Till
be in the
Kenny's
comfort
created
of
a
our
monster.
home singing bad karaoke.
It's got lots of great stuff. And listeners, we would really like to hit partner this coming year.
How many more subscribers do we need?
We need 75 consecutive viewers.
Concurrent viewers over a
Concurrent.
period of time.
Gotcha.
So we're doing okay with subscribers. We just need people to watch. So if you see us go live, can you just turn us on?
Do I have to watch? Just pop it on.
Yeah, that's
Play,
what I
play
do.
us
If
in
we
the-
get-
play us in the background.
If we get 75 consecutive views, I'll do
Mhm.
a calendar shoot.
Sweet.
Oh my! We'll give it away on the Twitch.
And
on
it's
the Twitches.
I'm much better
Mhm.
looking than Scoop.
You could do
no,
AS.
he's not. I don't know what he's
You
talking
could do.
about.
You're just biased because you miss Scoob's boobies.
You're not wrong.
Rest in peace, Scoob.
He's dead now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
he
has a child, so it's the same.
so he's dead inside.
Yep.
he's married. Oh, and he's married. So congratulations, Scoob.
When did that happen?
I don't
Well,
know.
none
He
of us
didn't
knew.
fucking bothered to tell us, so who knows?
Matter of fact, Scoob probably has a second child we just don't know about.
I would be scared for Kayla.
Yeah.
I made a turtle.
That's the
All right, okay, bye guys.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.
Bye.
That was the only way to stop you guys from
I
arguing.
farted as we said that. Nobody knew. Yeah.
Till you said I
I was like,
farted
hey,
as we
Becky,
said that.